I see. So there's a physiological marker.
Marker, yes.
Okay, that's very handy tip
Yes.
for all of us. Bhagavan, if someone has not yet completely merged with God so that they see, I am God, I am Amma Bhagavan,
Yes.
then what kind of relationship is possible with God? And particularly I want to ask you, people come here to Oneness University with all kinds of different faiths and religions. Some people are Christians, some are Muslims, some are shamans from different tribes. How can we enjoy this relationship with God?
It is left to the individual. If Christians come, they very often bring the picture of Christ and place it at the altar. If the Muslims come, they bring a painting of certain names of Allah. That's how they do it. And among the Hindus, they could be worshipping many gods. So the freedom of choice is left to them. And there are atheists who come, who merely relate to the universe. So depending on which God you're relating to, your relationship arises. It is dependent on that. So it could take any form depending on your personality, your conditioning, your background. So all that is an individual affair. So we don't interfere with that. We only tell people have some kind of relationship. If you do not believe in God, try to relate to the universe. That's how the whole program is conducted. And there are some who relate to Amma Bhagavan. The freedom is theirs.
To any seekers or disciples of other masters, that one of the most important parts of this process, that it didn't in any way compromise my own connection to my own master. And I think that's maybe good for all people who are watching this to know, that it's not in any way a separate idea or an ideal. And through the whole process, my master has been very much with me, and still is, and always will be, of course. So I think I just wanted to say that for anybody who might be wondering how, if their master somehow is compromised. No.
Deeksha seems to be the primary technology that is being used here, but also there are devotional singing sessions, bhajans. People of different faiths are encouraged to pray. Is there a place for devotion and bhakti in all of this?
Yes. We believe that everything helps. Prayer, worship, meditation, rituals, various practices. We believe that everything could help you. The only thing with Deeksha is it is very powerful and it acts very fast. But any practice does help.
So what would be the relationship between Deeksha and devotion, Deeksha and prayer, Deeksha and devotional singing?
Yes, that again is left to the individual. There are certain individuals who have a predisposition towards devotion. There are others who do not have such a disposition. It's all up to the individual. We, in fact, do not tell people do this or do that. We tell people do whatever you are comfortable with. It's up to you. And you can take it from any scripture, from any religion, or from any master. Total freedom is given to the person. The only thing we tell is that if you find something is not working for you, don't waste your time, including what we have spoken. If it doesn't help you, just forget about it.
So you give tremendous freedom then, it sounds like.
That's very sacred and very important for us.
Why is that so important? It's unusual in a spiritual teaching, a spiritual movement, to give people complete freedom. Usually there are rules.
Yes, because the state that we are talking about is actually that. It is nothing but a state of freedom, So we have to start there. You can't curtail a person and then say ultimately you'll take him to freedom. So you have to start with freedom, It's the first step and the last step for us. That's very, very important for us.
Bhagavan, one of the chants or songs which is one hears all the time here is the Mula Mantra. Could you explain what is the Mula Mantra and how it came into existence?
The Mula Mantra came through as a revelation. That is, nobody thought about it. It just happened that 3-4 of our people, they all heard it internally at the same time. And then, of course, we have what is called the Antaryaman. That is, we can always refer back to the Antaryaman and find out what is the meaning.
Antaryaman is the indweller.
The indweller.
It's what we call inner guide sometimes.
The inner guide, yes. So the indweller or the inner guide, it gave us the explanation. And it said, use this as the Mula Mantra. So ever since it has got stuck. And basically what it means is that what is there is existence, intelligence, and bliss.
Satchitananda means
it means existence, consciousness, or intelligence, and bliss.
I see.
It is not just consciousness, it is intelligent consciousness, because it has intelligence in it. That is the source of all things. And then this becomes Parabrahma. Parabrahma means it is the next level of manifestation, or it becomes the universe. And then this Parabrahma becomes Purushottama. That is, it becomes like one being. That is the next stage of evolution. Then Paramatma. Then it becomes the indweller in everybody, so as to control and move the creation. And that finally manifests in living beings, whom we call the avatar. That is what the mantra means. It's an evolution in consciousness, how the one becomes the many in stages.